Hi, I'm Derek and you're watching A Fragrant State of Mind. Today is the epic battle of the cherry fragrances, and not just any cherry fragrances. We're talking about two amazing scents from the house of Tom Ford. We're talking Lost Cherry and Cherry Smoke. We're gonna pit them head to head right after this. All right, so before we get started, I just want to mention there's a lot of people that watch my channel every day. As a matter of fact, like 80% of you that watch my videos every day aren't following me and aren't subscribed on YouTube. What's going on with that? Am I not good enough for you? Anyway, if you enjoy the content that I put out here on YouTube and TikTok, definitely give a follow, hit subscribe, and always hit that like button. It really helps the channel, and it helps me continue to make great videos for you. I've got two decants here from Fragrance Decant Boutique. Now you can go to afragrancestateofmind.com and click the link to go to FragranceDecantBoutique.com to purchase fragrance decants. You can also use my coupon code FragrantSOM10 to score 10% off those decants. That's where I get mine from, and I'm telling you, the deals are great. They have thousands of fragrances to choose from. You definitely want to go out there and check these out. So anyway, we have Lost Cherry in this hand, and we have Cherry Smoke in this hand. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray Lost Cherry over here, and I'm gonna spray Cherry Smoke over here. Now, here's the deal. I don't know the full note breakdown of these two fragrances. I'm sort of doing this blindly because I figure if you're in the store and you see the Tom Ford fragrances in front of you and you wanna sample them, you're gonna do exactly that. They're not gonna have a full note breakdown other than, of course, one is cherry and the other one has a little smoke and cherry, but that's beyond the point. What I wanna do is kind of get a first reaction to these fragrances. Now, I have smelled them individually, but I have never smelled them, you know, side by side. So that's what we're gonna do here. So we're gonna go ahead and spray the first one here, which is Lost Cherry. And over on the right side, I'm going to spray Cherry Smoke. Now, what I've been told is that Cherry Smoke is more of a masculine version of the cherry fragrances between Lost Cherry and Cherry Smoke. But I will say, in my opinion, Lost Cherry is just as unisex as Cherry Smoke. But we're gonna go ahead and smell them and see if we notice any real differences. Okay. So Lost Cherry, to me, has this really beautiful, vibrant cherry note. Obviously, it's in the name. But what I get from this is almost that tart cherry, sweet tart cherry that you get from like a fresh cherry pie, or a, you know, cherry pie filling in a can, or you know what I mean though, right? Like cherry pie filling or the stuff in a cherry pie. It's that kind of cherry. It's tart, it's sweet, it's a little bit sour, and it's also got this freshness to it, but it's just beautiful. This is fresh, tart, juicy cherry with a little bit of, you know, acidity to it. Really, really nice. I love this fragrance. My wife loves this fragrance. You can't go wrong with Lost Cherry. It's just so good. Let's go to Cherry Smoke over here. Okay. So, first of all, I'm not really picking up a ton of smoke. But what this smells more like, slightly more synthetic on the cherry side. It's weird going back and forth. The Cherry Smoke is actually kind of giving me a Play-Doh vibe. Now, I don't know what's going on with my nose. I have smelt them separately, and I love Cherry Smoke, but right now, when I went from the Lost Cherry to the Cherry Smoke, I'm pulling synthetic, more so on the Cherry Smoke, with a little bit of a Play-Doh vibe. Still very nice. Has a little bit more spice to it also. It's a little bit more spicy, a little more synthetic. I like Lost Cherry better. I don't know. I like it, yeah. Lost Cherry is just a better fragrance in my opinion. Cherry Smoke It's just pulling more synthetic, but I understand what they're going for with it, being more on the masculine side because they added a little bit more spice, a little bit more nuance. It's just not as impressive as the Lost Cherry. Now they do have a third cherry fragrance called Electric Cherry, I believe. I have not smelt that one, so maybe at some point I can order a decant of that and we can compare all three. But as of right now, the Lost Cherry is the winner. Cherry Smoke is nice, but pulls a little more synthetic, kind of has a Play-Doh vibe. Maybe that's the effect of what's happening with the smoke mixed with the cherry, but it's just really giving me synthetic Play-Doh vibe with like a sweet, almost like candy or bubblegum-ish cherry vibe. Where Lost Cherry is much more juicy, tart, sugary cherry. This is much more juicy, tart, sugary cherry. Like I said, like a cherry pie filling, but with a nice tartness, almost from like a citrus or something that gives it just a really good wearability. That's where I'm going with this. But anyway, Lost Cherry for the win. Cherry Smoke, not as good, in my opinion. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this video. I apologize it wasn't more interesting, but I wanted to kind of compare these two, and I've been wanting to do this for a while. I hope that helped you guys out a little bit. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful night, and as always, have a fragrant state of mind.